Pop Squat, coming at you. Hey everybody, we're going to do an album today. This is an album that's been sent in a while ago. I don't remember exactly when, and I don't remember who sent it. I had it written down. I can't pull up that document while I'm doing this, so I apologize. I'll include it down in the description of this video. I looked at it the other day when I pulled this up and have completely spaced it out. I did find, sorry, I should say, what we're going to do is Back to Life from Thaiboy Digital, part of Drain Gang, and this came out in, I think it was November of 2022. It's 12 songs, 34 minutes, so you're in for about an hour of me gabbing about a video from Thaiboy. I did find this Thaiboy Digital review from The Needle Drop, which is Anthony Fantano. I started listening to it and quickly said, nope, don't want to pollute what I think based on a review by somebody who I have not watched much of Anthony Fantano. And I have nothing against the guy. I totally respect. He's got nearly 3 million followers. I wish I had that many. I could do a lot more music, but I don't want him to tell me what he thinks of the album because I want to figure out what I think of the album. I blew up the image here. There's 2 different covers to this. This is a cool cover. I should say this is also a very cool cover because it's definitely a style. Like, he is definitely putting on the I don't know, putting on the Ritz? No, that's not. He's got some awesome style going on. But this is very cool. With like doing the different motions with his arms and then have it all assembled into a picture. Very, very cool picture. But let's dive into this. We've got Back to Life by Thaiboy Digital. November 18th, that was it, of 2022. There are 12 tracks on here, tracks. There's a little bit of information here. Back to Life is Thaiboy Digital's sophomore studio album following his August 2020 mixtape My Fantasy World. Don't think I've reacted to that whole album. The first notion of this project was revealed in a tweet from September 17th, 2021, where he said, my new album Back to Life on the way. On October 19th, 2022, Thanapat revealed the album's artwork and official release date accompanying a pre-save link. Along with this announcement, Thaiboy Digital released, this person who writes this stuff would release, Thaiboy Digital released the lead single, True Love with Young Lean. Let's just get into this. So Dreamworld is the first track. I'm going to open up those in another screen here. And we will blow this up. And then we will go to the album on Spotify. And let's check this out. Back to Life, Thaiboy Digital, from 2022. We're going to do the whole album. First song is Dreamworld. Let's do it. I might have to monkey with the sound levels a little bit. Is this going to play? Is it not going to play? Do I have to reload? I bet I do. It's probably been open for a few days. Oh my god, what's so slow? Upstream request timeout. This is very exciting watching, isn't it? Oh my god. Really? What's the problem here, people? Let's go to the album on Spotify. Can I just go forward to the album again? Here we go. Something wrong. Reload page. Whew. All right, now let's try it again. Seems quiet.
Man, I had to go all the way just to come back and understand what's all here from the beginning.
They know why I special, heavy like the metal. Thaiboy go next level. I know why I special. My body a vessel, you and I are special. Body might connect, is she my protection? I went outside my.
So I want to see what this. Nobody's Tried by Blade. Okay. Just was curious about what that was. I like when the drums come in there. It really sounded great.
I know I special. My body a vessel. You and I is special. Body might connect. Yeah, she my protection. I went outside my world just to know it's real. Enter the night dream world. Taught me how to heal. Thaiboy heart of steel. In this world for real. Tell me how you feel. Tell me how you feel. I had my heart turn cold for like 7 years. Thaiboy goon high, let it went on like this. I'm redesigning my dreams. I'm redesigning my dreams. It's back to life now. Back to life now. Back to life now. Back to life now. I went outside my world just to know it's real. Entered the night dream world. Taught me how to heal. Thaiboy heart of steel. In this world for real. Tell me how you feel. Tell me how you feel. I had my heart turn cold for like 7 years. Thaiboy goon high, let it went on like this. Thaiboy, 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 Thaiboy.
Yeah, really cool sounding song. Also learned something here in this annotation that I had not known. So, and I think that's what this whole song is about, and probably this whole album is about, is apparently he was living in Sweden. Am I getting that right? And he was expelled from Sweden. So 7 years is the time between now and 2015 when Thaiboy was expelled from Sweden. After 7 years of dealing with the pain of losing his home, he seems to have finally found himself in a better state of mind. And and you know, coming back to life, right? Like he's done kind of being sad about the fact that he can't be back in Sweden, which is where he would like to be. I wonder why he got expelled. That sucks. Obviously, something to do with immigration, I would assume. But that bites. Since I am with somebody who is currently going through immigration issues, not issues, but just dealing with immigrating to the U.S. But this is cool. This is an interesting start to an album, and it's a really cool start to an album. The song sounds very good. I like it a lot. It's not my favorite song ever, but I thought it had a lot going for it. So, kind of cool. Let's check out Back to Life. Can I open this in a separate tab? Is it going to let me do that? Why did it let me do it up here? At the playlist. I don't know. Let's just... Oh, no, I was here. Sorry. I'm smart. We're going to take this over here. Back to Life is the name of the song. Let's check this out. I'm going to do something. I'll be right back. I'm going to pause this. All right, so let's dive back into Back to Life. It is, in fact, the self-titled song from the album. Let's see here if there's any information about this here. Produced by Loso, L-O-E-S-O-E, kind of a neat name. Rock and one more, Seal, the producer, not the old singer from the 90s? It's got to be the 90s, right? I didn't look to see what this is labeled as. Rap, Thailand. The last song was produced by Loso, and I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, and Out of Town. This song, like I said, Loso, Rock, and Seal. Let's check out Back to Life. There's no annotations on here about what this is about, so let's just dive into it. You gonna go to the next song? Yeah. Oh, I like that.
Back to life, back to reality, back to my city. In the end, I had it all already within me.
Luso? I think that's what they just pronounced it as, but it might be Loso. Maybe I just couldn't hear it. Yeah, he definitely was having a hard time getting kicked out of Sweden and having to move back home. And this is a good realization. In the end, I had it all already within me. Like, yeah, you just need to be yourself, man. Interesting. He had a hard time with this. That's sad. That makes me very sad for him.
So lost, I had to go on. In my mind was so dark, wanted to go on. Back there is my home in Sweden. Right here is my home in BKK. Yeah, my heart is my home.
So the annotation here, he says, right here is my home in BKK is Bangkok, which is apparently some kind of abbreviation for Bangkok. So never heard that one before. Let's keep going.
Whenever I felt alone, I kept going strong. Kept making him songs. I kept on going hard. Feel like it's back to life. Baby girl, you be shining so bright. You be shining.
I love the music in the background of this track, like the stuff that was a little bit earlier. I don't know, bloop 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 bloop. But then even the part where I just paused there was so cool. Like, listen to the stuff in the background.
I keep on going
so cool.
Feel like it's back to life. Baby girl, you be shining so bright.
This, very cool.
You be shining so bright. Yeah. Thaiboy. I be your number one girl, you my number one. This world, it is all yours, baby girl. Let's have some fun. Take it step by step, your time, every moment blessing. We will always by your side till eternal ending. Our love for you is a never ending. Back to life, back to reality, back to my city. In the end, I had it all already within me. 7 years, a long time, it took my everything. Knew that I was so lost, I had to go on. In my mind was so dark, wanted to go home.
So it's funny, I see the lyrics have finished, right? And we're at 2 minutes 55 seconds, and the song is another 50 seconds long. And I'm actually excited because I so like the way the music in the sound songs, like, it's so cool that they have like almost a full minute of what I assume is going to be some really fun sounding music. And like, this is a song that I will probably download just because I want to hear the music, and I just think it sounds so cool.
Loose soul going crazy.
love the sound of that music. The subject matter obviously is super personal to him, right? Like it's all the stuff that he's now finally kind of coming out of his shell again after this period of being really kind of sad, and he's figuring out like, no, you know what, I can do my thing here too. And I think ultimately it worked out well for him, right? Because I think he maybe met his wife, or he at least got married while he was living in Bangkok just recently, I believe. Like last couple of years, I'm not sure exactly. I like that song. I like that better than Dreamworld, and I thought Dreamworld was a good song to kick off this album to kind of give us a feel for what this whole thing was going to be about. Back to Life, obviously, it's named after this, the song and the album are named after each other, or whatever. So it plays into that whole theme anyway. Let's go on to All the Way by Thaiboy Digital and Young Lean. We're going to move this over. I don't need to leave all these tabs open. All the Way, I don't think I've done this. Produced by Rock and Seal. Any other information about this? Nope, no other annotations. It's just the third track on the album. Rap, Sverige, Scandinavia and Thailand. That makes sense. Let's see what this song sounds like. Oh.
It's been a long time, man. Real life. It is what it really is, man. GTB, SG, baby. Say no change, don't say. Only one way can go that way. Tell them the way, I'm on my way. Baby, why won't you come my way? Verify, shield the gateway. Touchdown.
Sorry, I missed that this also has Blade on it. I'm going to back up a little bit because I just said it was Thaiboy Digital and Young Lean, but it also has Blade. Let's keep going.
Say no change, don't say. Only one way can go that way. Tell them the way, I'm on my way. Baby, why won't you come my way? Verify, shield the gateway. Touchdowns all won't fade away. Something in the way, I'll make a way. Running in LUCIEN feels forever on my way. One bitch away, I pop again. Always, we really came a long way. Stick of the shield on me, okay. GTV drain, alright, let's go. Don't get the same.
Really liked his vocals right there. Like, really liked his vocals right there. That sounded awesome.
Way, I'll make a way. Running in LUCIEN feels forever on my way. One bitch away, I pop again. Always, we really came a long way. Stick of the shield on me, okay. GTV drain, alright, let's go. Don't gotta say much, listen. We're the number one in existence. Talk gonna run around with them bands. How we gonna flex in foreign land. We always been on top, you know. Sun and rain around the go. We come like clean covered in gold. That's me in the chokehold. Dressing like I'm about to go to school. Get ready for the school for the ride. All the way. We can fly all the way. Baby, let's get high all the way. We can pull up to the stars far away. Everyone around me winning, real life no dream. Type of goon still standing, type of goon SG scheme. I came a long way for a reason. Number one on the planet right now, around the globe for season. Bentley coupe came with it. Everything we do, you already know SG, baby, there go hard. Family first, everyone around me that I love, I go hard. The business I heard, I'm keeping it real, facing my fear and go strong. 7 years that been lost, to come back like a boss. Go SG, baby, GTB, baby, I'm coming back with it.
I really like this verse by him. His accent comes through, and it's noticeable, but I don't care because the lyrics are actually really pretty cool. I really like what he's saying here. Again, it's a repeat of a lot of the stuff he's been saying in the earlier albums. But family first, everyone around me that I love, I go hard, the bait is unheard, I'm keeping it real, I'm facing my fear, then I go strong. Like, it's really, it sounds like he went through some stuff that was really difficult for him. Maybe he's repeating stuff too much, that I go hard is like, I don't care. But the rest of it is really positive. Right? Like, it's good to hear somebody who has to go through something that they don't want to go through, and they come out the other side going, okay, I got this now. Like, I can do this. I can figure this out. I have the things that are important to me. And it's super important to be a person who does that, because otherwise you're just unhappy all the time.
Everything you do, you already know it's shit, baby, there go hard. Family first, everyone around me that I love, I go hard. The parents I heard, I'm keeping it real, facing my fear and go strong. 7 years that been lost, to come back like a boss.
Love that. Love that line.
Baby, I'm coming back with a big heart, big bands, big mansion, take it to new levels. Type we gon' do the money dance, never dance with the joy. Yeah, baby, are you down to ride all the way? We can fly all the way, baby. Let's get high all the way. Yeah, we can pull up to the stars for a way. Yeah, yeah.
Two freaks in a candy range. Cartier's on look like candy canes. Acid rain, Rainbow Road, I'll take you home. Phone call calling for what's her name. Yeah, we on top, it ain't hard to explain. Can't believe they gon' remember our name. Written its own like the names of a grave. Still in the fast lane, living my life in the fast way, I cannot complain. Life is a playground and I gotta play. Everything's same, just change your days. We step when you cut it up like razor blade. Resident Evil, no rest in my days. First year school, fresh on the first page. Oh, 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 life upgrade. First year school, fresh.
Loving the music on this album so far. Like just the instrumental stuff has been so good. I thought this track was excellent. Again. Great sound. Very cool. Very cool. I also love the fact that both Young Lean and Blade are on this track with him, basically like co-signing on the album, right? Like, hey, we're here. We're Thaiboy Digital's still with us. We're still his buddy. Like, we still want to do stuff together, even though he's the half a world away or, thousands of miles. It's very cool. It's very cool of them to do that, and I think it's a very good song. Again, favorite song ever? No, but it could just be really good, and I thought it was great. I really thought it was very good. What's the next song? Angel is the next song. Let's give that a listen. Produced once again by Luso is, I think, how he's saying it in the intro sections to all these. From Back to Life, I don't see any other annotations on here. Rap Thailand. There you go. It's not very informative. Angel, Thaiboy Digital, Back to Life.
It is what it is, man. In this life, you gonna go through a whole lot of shit, man. You gotta keep on going. Seen a lot shit that could be in me. Seen a lot tears flowing downstream. Face on my feet. So baby girl, save your tears. Oh baby girl, save your tears. We got it on. We've been through this before. This ain't gonna be for too long. Like the last time before. Only your lips I want to kiss. I never miss. Only one kiss, I enter the bliss. You're my reason I want to live. Reason to love.
See, now this song is getting into meeting the woman he loves, getting married. Like this, I mean, we're probably going to go through the whole journey of him. I got kicked out of Sweden. I had to leave. I've been gone for 7 years. I was dealing with all that stuff. I'm coming out the other side of that now. I've still got all my connections back in Sweden. Blade, Young Lean, everybody, GTSB. Drain Gang, and like we're still doing stuff, but now he's going to be, I assume, going to be telling us about like how he built his life back up and what it is that kind of got him going again and dealing with this stuff. And it sounds very much like he found the love of his life, which is fantastic.
Reason to give all of my love in the world. Only one kiss, I enter the bliss. Only your lips I want to kiss. Everything changed since the angel number 80 came down. Like a blessing, show grace, big love. Have faith, be brave, hard work will pay. One day this way, right way. Go on, be strong. Listen, your heart give more, take less. Your dream, take it and make it your way. I go beyond and beyond. I feel like the alien from Mars. The fire inside of my thoughts. I'm burning, I'm getting real hot. For better or worse, I feel like we're changing tomorrow. For better or worse, I feel like we've been through it all. I done seen a lot, shit that could be in me. Seen a lot, tears flowing downstream. Face on my feet, face on my feet. So baby girl, check your tears. Oh baby girl, check your tears. We got it on. We've been through this before. This ain't gonna be for too long. Like the last time before. Only your lips I want to kiss. I never miss. Only one kiss, I enter the bliss. You're my reason, I want to live. Reason to live, reason to love, reason to give all of my love in the world. Only one kiss, I enter the bliss. Only your lips I want to kiss.
So I was just sitting here thinking about how this doesn't really sound like a Drain Gang song because of the themes of it. Because he's talking about like all these things of like rebuilding his life and that sort of thing. But then I thought, this is a Drain Gang song because what he's talking about is this huge thing he left, like that he lost, this part of himself that was so important living in Sweden, his home, he calls it. So he did lose something, but then he's now talking about the flip side of that. This is a very positive album, I think, for Drain Gang. It's not concentrating on the loss side of it so much. It tells you what that loss was, but then he's really talking about like the upside. What did I get out of this? What's different for me? I realized I have everything that I need, and it's not tied to a place or being in a certain place. It's kind of interesting, and I'm gonna have to think about this as we go through the rest of the song to see like what everything's about. This next song is called Alive. It's produced by Luso and Mechatalk. I think I've listened to some stuff from Mechatalk before, but I'm not sure. Let's go. Alive. More cool music.
Thaiboy, let him know. Keep my friend close, my enemy closer. I'm my own worst enemy, I'm being real nice. I just keep it real, man. This Thaiboy do or die. I'ma keep on living. I'ma stay alive, live. I know more ups and downs. I'ma stay alive, live. Turn my life around. You can take away the city, got the whole world on my side. Everywhere I go, I know that they gon' ride with me. Then I bring the light. Everywhere we go, a paradise. 24/7, you only get one life. Put my life so crazy, I can't even start describing what I'm seeing with my eyes right now. Probably make you cry right now. Never gonna make the sky go wild. Twin turbo, twin tower. Type code, no need superpowers. I got lots of powers. No, keep my friend close, my enemy closer. I'm my own worst enemy, I'm being real nice. I just keep it real, man. This type of do or die. I'ma keep on living. I'ma stay alive, live. I know more ups and downs. I'ma stay alive, live. Turn my life around. I'm feeling like the sunshine after rain. 7 years of pain that made you change. I done find myself a lot to make a change. Only knew I had to go and kept the faith. I ain't rushing with nobody, just kept the pace. And every night my mind was out of space. And every night my heart got out of shape. Every night I wonder what it takes. Like, will I ever break? Hey, this missing all the time. I keep on coming back like this ain't what I want. But what was all that? Who I'm running from? I push you on edge, I ain't running anymore. No matter who it is, no matter what it is, it's just shift command, make my heart eternal bliss. No matter what it is, it's just shift command, make my heart eternal bliss. Thaiboy, let 'em know, keep my friend close, my enemy closer. I'm my own worst enemy, I'm being real nice. I just keep it real, man. This Thaiboy do or die, I'ma keep on living. I'ma stay alive, alive. I know more ups and downs. I'ma stay alive, alive. Turn my life around.
Yeah, this song definitely reinforces that whole idea. Like, I've lost stuff, but I'm still, like, turning my life around, right? Pretty well-known proverb. Keep my friends close, my enemies closer. One should be on one's toes alert. So I think in terms of the song, this line, keep my friend close, my enemy closer, he's saying keep all my friends close to everybody we had in the last song, right? And everybody in Drain Gang and my enemy closer. But then he goes on to say I'm my own worst enemy. So I'm keeping myself close. That makes sense to me. Alive Love Potion is the next song. We'll move the lyrics over here. Close that out. Luso is the producer on this. I am absolutely loving the music on this album. Like, I would listen to this whole album sans lyrics and be very, very happy. It's just very cool electronic sounded music. I like it. I like it a lot. And the theme so far, I think the theme overall of the album is good. I feel like he's revisiting a lot of these topics almost too much, where we've listened to 5 songs and he's mentioned the 7-year thing, I think, in every single song. I don't know. Change it up a little bit. Like, keep to the idea of the song you're in, and don't necessarily repeat all that stuff, because it starts to sound repetitive from one song to the next, especially as you're listening to an album. One track at a time, it's fine. Like, then you can do that. But I don't know. I guess people don't really listen to albums all the way through necessarily all that much anymore. So let's go on. Love Potion. There we go.
Stop, that's it.
Oh, I like the sound of this a lot.
Watch, stop, that's it. I'ma let you have it.
What a great couple of first lines to a song. I don't know why they're hitting me so good. They're just really good.
On the radio was on. Let me make you happy. Watch, stop, that's it. I'ma let you have it. In the name of life, you can reach, you can grab it. If you teach, I will practice. Best believe, I believe in the magic. All you need is right there, you have.
Love the repetition of believe there. Best believe, I believe in magic. That's just so good.
Have it, and you have it, and you have it. You gotta think about the balance, imagine. You want less of all that drama, more classic. Started enjoy the little things, it's fantastic. I want to be a 007 type romantic. I wanna dive into the ocean, making love potion. Put a new song, put the world back in motion. Golden we flowing, I match my emotion. You already know GTB with the chosen. I'm feeling like I'm the one, here to fix what is broken. I walk it off in slow motion. Thaiboy Gunda explosion. All for one. You and I win, we both won. You and I win, we both won. You and I win, we both won.
love this section. Yeah, I thought that sounded great too. What's it about doesn't really matter. I mean, it's again just another kind of positive song, but whew, it sounded good. I really thought that sounded good. I don't know if any of this stuff is even popular, but I'm enjoying this album. Fate is the name of the next song. Luso and Seal as the producer. Producers.
Luso going crazy.
Either way, I'm riding with you. Ain't no way in hell I'ma let you.
Okay, this sounds like a kind of a more classic vocal treatment for Drain Gang. A little bit lower, a little bit slower. Interesting.
Luso going crazy.
Either way, I'm riding with you. Ain't no way in hell I'ma let you down on this road alone. Anything you wanna, I'm gonna put you on like you put me on. I can see the stars in your eyes. You got something on your mind, and you know I would do anything for you to make you smile. Baby girl, the first time I saw your face, you stopped the time and flipped my world all over the place. It's always been you. Fate already decided, stars align like destiny. You and me forever.
Dude's got it bad for his girlfriend slash now wife, I believe. He really got it bad. That's kind of cute.
And never, either way I'm riding with you. Ain't no way in hell I'ma let you down on this road alone. Anything you wanna, I'm gonna put you on like you put me on. I can see the stars in your eyes. You got something on your mind, and you know I would do anything for you to make you smile. To make you smile, I will. Till the end of time, I will. It ain't no surprise. Every time I'm with you, baby, feel so alive. You can ride with me.
The music in this is kind of crazy. It's much more low-key, much more subdued. But I keep hearing this just really awesome sounding, like whistly in the background, and it's throughout the whole song, and it is such a cool effect. And it's not super loud. It's like mixed at the perfect level to kind of like be there, but not really intrude over the lyrics. And I almost want to hear more of it because it's this cool whistly sound that you don't hear very often in a track, and so it's adding something awesome to the whole thing.
I love to show you the place I've been throughout the time. You and me,
Nice.
You and me, the way I'm riding with you. Ain't no way in hell I'ma let you down on this road alone. Anything you wanna, I'm gonna put you on like you put me on. I can see the stars in your eyes. You got something on your mind, and you know I would do anything for you to make you smile.
Again, super sweet song. Very, very sweet song. He loves his wife. That's so nice. Honestly, it's like that sort of sentiment that he's talking about here. Like, anything you want, I'm going to put you on. Like, you put me on, I can see the stars in your eyes. I feel like that about my wife. I know it's gooey and stupid and lame, but it's true. Sorry, I tell my wife we shouldn't use the word lame, and then I just went ahead and did it. Super, super sweet song. I mean, the guy's got it bad for his wife. It's kind of cute. Next song is True Love by Thaiboy Digital and Young Lean. This is the 8th track out of 12. Produced by Rock and Jonah Abraham. I like Young Lean, so I am happy about hearing this. Thaiboy returns with True Love, the first single from his upcoming album Back to Life, featuring Young Lean. The track couples anthemic synths with, say that a few times, anthemic synths with luxury bars that reflect on life, love, and donning Christian Dior. Ooh, Christian Dior. Fully capturing the hard-earned euphoria at the core of the album. Pre-save. Okay. Let us check this out. True Love is the name of the track. I wonder what it's about.
Thaiboy.
Rock on the track, yeah.
Yeah. Hey. Thaiboy digital, true love, unconditional. This life is a miracle. 'Cause we the one, we the one, we the one. Thaiboy digital, true love, unconditional. This life is a miracle. All is possible. 'Cause we the one, we the one, we the one, yeah, one, yeah, one, yeah, one, yeah. 'Cause we the one, 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 one. My fate is to be yours, to be yours. I rock, Christian Dior, pull up in that blue Porsche. She wants to hit all the stores, sunshine, light up the store. 7 years, baby, that's way too long. I'm a king shit, just like Wukong. Your heart is where I belong. Thaiboy digital, true love, unconditional. This life is a miracle. 'Cause we the one, we the one, we the one. Thaiboy digital, true love, unconditional. This life is a miracle. All is possible. 'Cause we the one, we the one, we the one, one. 'Cause we the one, one. I still believe in your eyes. I just don't care what you've done with your life.
Baby, know that we the ones. Ain't nobody left but us. You can do whatever you want, just don't fuck up my fun. I'm on fire. Take me higher. I know what you want is how I feel inside. You can tell me everything, I'm down to ride. Changing like a dragonfly, I'm down to fly. I still believe in your eyes. Just don't care what you've done in your life.
Thaiboy digital.
So if you're watching the video, I just like twisted around to see what was going on. That's because it smells like my cat just took a dump, but there's no cat is taking a dump in here, so I don't know what's going on.
True love, unconditional. This life is a miracle. 'Cause we the one, we the one, we the one. Thaiboy digital, true love, unconditional. This life is a miracle. All is possible. 'Cause we the one, we the one, we the one, yeah, one, yeah, one, yeah, one, yeah. 'Cause we the one, one.
That's a weird choice for a first single off an album. It just doesn't have a lot. Like, it's not a ballad. It's not like a high energy song. It's not a dance song. Huh. It's interesting. I really am a little confused by that. Like, I understand wanting to put something out with Young Lean because it'll get a little more attention, but that was not the track I would have picked for the first track from the album. Honestly, I would pick probably Back to Life. I thought that was excellent, or All the Way with Young Lean and Blade. Interesting. That's an interesting song to choose for a first release. The Kingdom is the next song. This is Thaiboy Digital and Blade. Produced by Lucy, L-U-S-I. And does this have any... Oh, there's a few annotations. The Kingdom samples The Nine Is Up from Blade's 2020 album The Fool, making this song a direct sequel. The Kingdom joins All the Way as songs from The Fool that had sequels on Back to Life. Interesting. This is listed probably with Sphere, Scandinavia, Thailand, and rap. Yes, same sorts of things. Let's get into this. The Kingdom, Thaiboy Digital and Blade. Like the music, again.
Now you already know what it is, man. Shouts out my brother Blade, man. You do this, say yeah, we do this shit for life, man. Gotta kill the king to take the kingdom. I've been winning with my winner downward spiral. I was spinning, I was sinning. And she take it back to the beginning. We gon' act like we're some.
Oh, I like that. I like the speed of that. I like the sound of it. Very, very cool. Really nice.
Gotta kill the king to take the kingdom. I've been winning with my winner downward spiral. I was spinning, I was sinning. And she take it back to the beginning. We gon' act like we're some children. He hold me back, but I'm driven. I'm just moving to the rhythm. It looks major, but it's slitty. We gon' step down on the top. Down like Michael from the heaven. Coming down like Thor. Got the stepping out like Jesus in some stepping over pieces.
Yeah, this should have been the first single. What a great sounding track.
From the shadows of reality and mad, and all the shadows never happen. All the struggles, all the battles, all the things that never matter, all the questions left unanswered. It's just steps inside a ladder. Man, it is what it really is, man. Always starting thirsty, feeling resurrected, man. I can't go back to hell. I was fucking up the balance so the darkness tipped the scale. Now I'm going so damn hard, I'm making sure they're living well. Yes, my life is a movie, tell my daughter fairy tale. I can only be real, haters broken big deal. I'm spinning windmill, I don't take no shield pill. Real was how I feel, and she with the real deal. I've been making more still, I do trust the Lord's will. Man, you know I do this for my partners. Hey, TTB, SC, baby, this for life, man, this for us. I bought we did this shit together, man. This was real, man. SG, anthem of the king, being on road. We only got like one life, then we disappear. Yeah, going up on high speed, throw it in the air. I just make it all clear. Fuck a living in fear. Hit you with the long spear, Thaiboy in the frontier.
See how cool the energy is, how up the energy is. It's like this would be a great first track off the album. What a great track. I'm loving this song.
Gotta kill the king to take the kingdom. I've been winning. Gotta kill the king to take the kingdom. I've been winning. Gotta kill the king to take the kingdom. I've been winning with my. Gotta kill the king to take the kingdom. I've been winning with my. In a downward spiral, I was spinning. I was sinning.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. 3-Star Reunite is the next track. Also Thaiboy Digital and Blade. I guess Blade went to visit Thaiboy Digital and had a good time. Very cool. Rock, Lucy, and two more. Rock, Lucy, and Warren Hunter and Mazo. Track 10 out of 12 on the album. 3-Star Reunite. Let's do it. Nice. Ooh, long track. Sorry, I just noticed there is some info down below here. An unreleased song by Blade and Thaiboy Digital played live on the Overworld World Tour. This annotation is based off of the February 28th London show and Washington March 26th show. Lyrics from place to place will vary. What the hell does that mean? Based on somebody not understanding the lyrics? Let's go.
Three-star reunite, bring the sunshine. Three-star reunite, three-star reunite, three-star reunite, bring the sunshine. Three-star reunite, three-star reunite. Three stars. You know who we are. You know who we are. You know who we are. Game on. Ever since we crawled, ever since we learned how to walk. Look up at the skies, I see 3 stars. Look into my eyes, you see the shield in me. Riding through the city in the armored truck. And the heavenly gods on every side of us. Climb on to the next, they couldn't believe it. We stand on the coast, so you will make it be. Far beyond the stars, we still locked in. And we play the game like we were shooting. Three-star reunite, three-star reunite. Yeah, three-star reunite, three-star reunite. Three-star reunite, bring the sunshine. Three-star reunite, three-star reunite. Three-star reunite, bring the sunshine. Three-star reunite, three-star reunite. Three stars. You know who we are. You know who we are. You know who we are. Game on. Ever since we crawled, ever since we learned how to walk. Three-star reunite, no matter how far it's for life. We turn the world into a party, put the fire in your life. Three-star reunite, three-star reunite, three-star reunite, three-star reunite. Thaiboy stepping on the scene, clean, fresh out limousine. Feel like Renaissance, Leonardo da Vinci. All I do is walk apart, all the smoke's on me. Numbers blowing on the screen, it's big tower Wolverine. Three-star reunite, we rockin' show, we bring the light, we put that fire in your body, turn the world into a party. Three-star reunite, let's go. Pull up with the firestorm, bro, you got some fire on. DJ cut the fire alarm. Three-star reunite, bring the sunshine. Three-star reunite, three-star reunite. Three-star reunite, bring the sunshine. Three-star reunite, three-star reunite. We shining eternally, just know your melody will set you free. From internally, I know the shit do everything from me. Boys in the building, so you know there is no gravity for me. Coming in gracefully and giving thanks and praise for every day. But that's my brother, and you know it's back to life. And we go into the stars, we're going way beyond the sky. We've been doing this forever, 7 years is a long time. 7 years is a long time, but you know it's back to life. Three-star reunite, three-star reunite. Yeah, three-star reunite, three-star reunite. Three stars. You know who we are. Three-star reunite, three-star reunite. Shield gang on. Ever since we crawled, ever since we learned how to walk.
I'm not sure what I think about that one. It just seems like a song to say three-star reunite. To mention the 7 years thing again, I think Blade says that in his last paragraph here. His last verse. It's not a paragraph. I mean, it is a paragraph, but it's not what it's called. It's okay. That song's okay. I don't love that song. Mr. CEO is the next track. And that's not fair. I say I don't love that song, and I don't explain. It doesn't really seem to say anything. That's my real issue with it. It doesn't really add anything other than just say, hey, we're still here, we're still doing stuff together. It doesn't. They've said that before on the album. It's meh. Mr. CEO, second to last, the penultimate track. I just love to use the word penultimate. Produced by Lucy. Let's check this out. Mr. CEO, Thaiboy Digital. You don't want an Old Spice ad. Are you gonna play? What's up?
Thaiboy Goon 2022, man.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, you know what it is. Ooh, it's a 6-0 European shows. Used to see
his vocals are very different on this. Very, not really mumbly, but he just is running his words together and not really enunciating. It's like, and I kind of like it. Like, it's pretty interesting sounding. Let's give that a little bit of a listen still.
She like Thaiboy, now you must be mistaken. Ooh, all I wanna do is stacking up the residence. Everywhere I go, pull up on Mercedes Benz. Everywhere I go, pull up on Mercedes Benz. Thaiboy, Mr. CEO, Mr. CEO, Mr. CEO, Mr. CEO, Mr. CEO.
Genius lists this as a chorus, and all it says is Mr. CEO, Mr. CEO, not the credit.
Mr. CEO, 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 European show. Mr. CEO, Mr. CEO. Racks on deck, let's go. Mr. CEO, Mr. CEO. Thaiboy gon' never miss like 007. Thaiboy, and I'm about to getting rich, I want some more M's. Yes, some more Thaiboy, yes, some more M's, some more M's. Thaiboy, picking up the phone and I'm a hella damn. I need me 20 M's, 20 M's. I feel like 2010.
I like the music in this one too. Interesting. Yeah, I like the music in that one. Started out stronger than it finished. The repetition of Mr. CEO, Mr. CEO, Mr. CEO says that a lot throughout that song, and it doesn't really do anything. First performed by Thaiboy Digital in the Berlin Drain Gang concert. Probably the same thing, Thailand and rap, not very informative. The last song is Never Change. Ooh, produced by White Armor. Last song on the album. Let's see if there's any notes down here. Doesn't look like it. Probably going to have the same annotations. Yep, rap in Thailand. Let's check this out. Last song on the album. Thanks once again to my, unfortunately, the person whose name I don't want to look at because I don't want to give away other people's information. I should have written it down and I didn't. I apologize. But go check in the description. It's like going to be the first thing there. I'm going to say thank you to blank who suggested I listen to this album, sent me money to listen to it. I'm very sorry it's taken me a while to get to this, but I'm very happy to have listened to it. This last song, it kind of feels like the last couple of songs, last few songs, the theme of the album just got tossed out the window. And they just said, we're going to put some tracks on here that we just want to put on. And it looks like maybe they were tracks that they were performing while touring. And they don't really have anything to do with the overall theme of this song that was pretty strong for the first 9 tracks on this album. And then 10 and 11, they were just like, we want to put these songs on an album. Kind of weird. Understandable, but when you're going to have like such a strong theme to an album, back to life, like I'm back, 7 years of pain, I figured out where I am in my life, I figured out what I want to do, I've got somebody in my life that I want to see the world with, do the world with, and then like, oh, we'll throw a couple of tracks on here because whatever. That, I don't know. Doesn't bode well. Never Change, I assume, is going to be back on theme. I assume is going to be a closeout of the theme of this album. We'll see what it's like. Let's go. Thanks for watching this with me. What was that? Was that a pause or was that my computer glitching up here? Let's start over. Okay.
Let it flow, let it flow.
Very thoughtful music, it seems like to me. White Armor is great, so 17 seconds in and I'm like, yeah, this is good sound of music. This is going to be good.
Like a river, let it go, let it flow, let it flow. Different moment like a city in the mood. Type of girl when I pull up at the scene. I was singing
Nice.
around my ride. We don't see the sunset hit the water, catch a breeze. I remember in the weather didn't freeze. 4 a.m. I was in the studio, man, making hits. It's forever, don't have to speak. Let it flow like a river, all the moments, memories. In the sky, see the clouds play. I wish that some things never change. In your eyes, I can finally see the meanings of my life. Your energy.
Yeah, very pretty last song. And again, it definitely comes back to kind of part of the theme of the album being like he found his person, right? He found his wife. This whole thing kind of comes back to that, and it's not really overt about it. In the sky, see the clouds play. I wish that some things never changed. Yeah, of course, everybody wishes that. In your eyes, I can finally see the meaning of my life, your energy. Yeah, he's in love, and it's very sweet. And I think that relationship probably has a lot to do with bringing him back into the studio, getting him creating again, and that's a good thing. Not my favorite Drain Gang album, but it is pretty good. I'm so tempted to go watch Anthony Fontano's reaction to this. I think this album would have been stronger if they had stuck to a theme and throughout, and not just tossed on a couple of songs that don't really add all that much to it, other than maybe people wanted them to appear somewhere. If anything, I would have listed them as like bonus tracks or something, and those would definitely be tracks 10 and 11, Star Reunite and Mr. CEO. Those could have come after track 12, and you would have had a solid album with just 2 bonus tracks on it, and it would have made a lot more sense. Thematically, it would have made more sense, because then you would have had tracks 1 through 10 being like, here's the album, here's the whole thing that we want to present. Really good tracks. Back to Life was great. I think Love Potion was pretty good. True Love, I thought was... and Kingdom. Great stuff. There's a few really good tracks on here. And it's interesting to see... Really, honestly, it's interesting for me to see how he's presenting things here. I mentioned early on, like, he's definitely talking about the upside to all of these bad things that happened in his past, or really this one big bad thing that happened in his past, and how now his life is transformed into something else, and he's going to keep moving forward because he has the happiness that he wants in his life, and that's pretty cool. Anyway, good track. Thank the person who sent me money to react to this. I'm sorry I don't have it in front of me. It's right down in the description. It's the very top thing in the description. I'll make sure of it. Maybe go watch Anthony Fontana. Should we watch this? I don't know if we get in any trouble for listening to his review of this. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch this part. I'm gonna see what he has to say. I have not listened to much of what he has to say on anything, but I'm curious, having just listened to this, what he's gonna say. Let's go.
Hey everyone, Big Thinny Trentano here, the internet's busiest music nerd, and it's time for a
Okay, so he does not like this album.
Review of this new Thaiboy.
And I say that just because of the in the beginning, like I don't want to talk about this.
Digital album Back to Life. This is the newest full-length LP from Thai rapper, singer, songwriter, Thaiboy Digital. It's been a minute since his legendary Member record in 2019, also the collab album he put out with Blade and Echo 2K that same year. So I was curious to see if
Did that feature the smoke monster from the old Lost TV show? What the hell was that?
in that time Thaiboy had come up with anything new, exciting, refreshing, maybe even reaching a new level of refinement artistically. But I gotta say, the aesthetics and style of this project are pretty much par of the course for everything we've heard from Thaiboy and Drain Gang generally so far, which is a bit odd considering Blade and Echo 2K are pretty handily pushing the boundaries of their sound with every project, and I think Thaiboy's choice to play it safe on this one has led to a lack of excitement as well as intoxicating bliss. The intro cut Dreamworld doesn't exactly set the album up to be intriguing, maybe decent but not intriguing. The synthy trap beat in my opinion is sort of dry by Drain Gang standards. Back to Life just feels so much more average texturally, even as Thaiboy's reverb-soaked falsettos call out into the nothing on the back end of the title track. Though I do find his own personal story of persevering and sticking to his art for so long to be inspiring. There's also a matter of his very emotionally flat, boyish, auto-tune soaked vocals and raps, which, yes, are pretty much a Thaiboy and Drain Gang trademark at this point. Definitely an acquired taste and one I'm not always in the mood for, with it coming across as one-dimensional as it...
I think that's fair. I don't necessarily agree with his take on like the concept of the album or what the album is about. I think Thaiboy Digital is doing something different with this. I think he's concentrating on the positive aspects of things, and I've said that throughout the video, right? So I think he kind of missed that part of it. Musically, I thought the music all was very, very cool. So I'm not sure. Definitely has a very Drain Gang-y feel. I totally get that. I understand.
Does. Usually I need some standout songwriting or production to kind of close the enjoyability gap, but a lot of tracks on this LP just don't have that. Not just because they're average by Thaiboy standards, but I would say below average at some points. Like with the lyrics on Angel. Only one kiss, I enter the bliss. Only your lips I want to kiss. Really?
I think that's unfair. I mean, they're not great lyrics, don't get me wrong, but it's easy to take a line or two from any song and go, these suck. I mean, take anything out of context and that's possible.
This album's best moments are the ones where its chorus writing is at its sharpest, be that on the song Alive, Keep My Friends Close, My Enemies Closer. The performance on this track is definitely standout as well, with Thaiboy sounding more chipper here than he has on any cut so far, because the Blade and Young Lean crossover earlier on the LP wasn't exactly fireworks. There's also something really cute and moving about the Devoted and Lovesick Fate, the spacious mix, the warped whistling synth leads, as well as Thaiboy's melodic bars saying things like, ain't no way in hell I'ma let you down on this road alone. And the structure of the cut makes it super catchy despite the delivery being so low-key. True Love sees Young Lean back in the mix with some much more lively production from Rock. The bright and burning synthesizers on this one are fantastic. fantastic. They may not be the wintry trademark that we expect from most
I did like that track.
Drain Gang stuff, but I kind of prefer this vibe over many of the more toothless moments on the LP. And then it's sort of like the album wakes up a little bit past this point. The Kingdom is a banger in terms of its volume and punchiness. Blade may carry a majority of the track, yes, and maybe the track smacks of being a bit redundant shoulder to shoulder with another cut that features Blade, a better one, in fact. But still, the song is more exciting than anything going on the first leg of the album. Star Reunite, Star Reunite is that better track that I was just referring to.
Oh, I could not disagree more. Blech.
That one goes off as well. And Mr. CEO is a pretty smooth earworm as well. So, yeah, there's most definitely some great highlights on this thing, but at the same time, there's a lot of lost potential too. Be it on a very one-dimensional track, a very short and half-baked track, like in the case of Love Potion, whose grand synth leads on the intro are fantastic and really set the song up to be an anthem, but from there, it never really reaches another high point. Then Never Change, the closing track, is kind of a sweet little meditation over the most sparse and skeletal beat on the entire LP. There are a few lovely keyboard resolutions, the vocals sound pretty a vast majority of the time, but none of these sweet sounds are carried by a super compelling song or anything like that. And as a result, I think Thaiboy's evocative images of rivers and moons and clouds don't have the impact they could. So overall, I felt like this LP was just kind of okay. Again, had some highlights, brought that classic Drain Gang sound, but didn't do anything beyond that to really stand out. Which, considering the amount of hype and attention this style of music is getting right now, I think Thaiboy could have pulled out the big guns a little bit more. Feeling a light to decent 6 on this one. Tran, Zishin, have you given this album a listen? Did you love it? Did you hate it?
Huh. Interesting. I agree with a lot of what he has to say, but I think he's missing some significantly important things about this album. And I think one of the things that he's not taking into account is probably how much of Thaiboy Digital's growth was stunted by this huge hurt he suffered 7 years ago when he had to leave his home. And he probably in some ways is still thinking about, like, I want to make music like that, like what we were doing years ago when I was back in Sweden. And it's hard to say. I don't know how much he was hurting. I don't know how much he may have covered up that hurt by getting drunk or stoned or whatever else, and that will keep you from progressing as a person and musically, because those things are inevitably tied together. Interesting. I don't necessarily disagree with a rating of a 6 out of 10 on this album, but I think I generally like this better than Anthony did, and I think the biggest thing I'd say is that tracks 10 and 11 should be moved after Never Change, although I understand why Never Change is the last song on the album. Interesting. I thought this was good. I can't recommend it as like, hey, if you want to get into Drain Gang, this is the album to listen to. I think this is way too positive. I think this gives a very different picture of Drain Gang and their whole philosophy of music than what you probably want to get into their music with. You want to look at some of their older stuff to understand where they're coming from, and this is just good. It's just a solid album, and there are probably tracks on here that some people will fight for the rest of their lives to say are the best ones around. But I think overall it's a good average album, and there you go. I don't give number ratings to albums, but I think Fantano's 6 out of 10 is probably pretty accurate. It's better than average, and it's good. There you go, Pop Squat. Check it out. Please like, subscribe, and share. That's all these little buttons over here. And then if you go over here to the description, you'll see who wanted me to react to this. And I am so sorry I did not write down your name. But you sent in money. I absolutely appreciate it. I'm trying to do more albums. This is an example of that. If you want to send me stuff to listen to, CashApp and PayPal information is listed down below in the description, along with my Patreon. Please join my Patreon. $2 a month. That's all I ask. $2. Two. That's it. I have to pay rent, and I don't have a job. Also down below, if you're an artist like Thaiboy Digital and you would like me to react to your music, if you're anybody who makes music and you want to see what I have to say about it, feel free to send it to me at papasquatjon@gmail.com. Thanks very much. Have a good night. I hope you like this one. I'll be back with more music. Bye.